Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and tonight we are going to be doing another Get Ready With Me video. I just wanted to pull out some makeup that I haven't used that I've actually had in my collection for quite some time. So what I've picked out today is I have a Marc Jacobs eye palette. This is it's called the Conic Fantascene palette, and so let me show you what it looks like. It has a lot of neutral colors. It has a little pop of gold, but I really like this. I thought this is something that I would wear a lot. The truth is, I purchased it many months ago. I haven't used it that much, but I want to try it tonight to do a look. And then also, I purchased this Butter Collection palette from the Physicians Formula series, and you guys know I love the Butter Bronzer, and this is just their medium deep palette. Again, it's kind of bulky, again, something I don't reach for, but I wanted to pull it out tonight. It does come with bronzer, blush, highlighter, a blush topper, and then a little perfume, which I can't remember if that perfume is good or not, but I really like their formula. So we're just going to go ahead and play with this tonight. I figured just pull some things out that I really haven't used. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, first things first, we're going to take my Smashbox primer water. This is in the scent So Chill. And this just does a great job of getting some moisture back into my face before I start my makeup. Also, just to put my hair back, I am going to take some of these little Sephora hair clips, which are really handy and just kind of, they're small, but they work really well in gripping your hair but not putting any kinks in them, just to keep that out of my face as we get started. Next up guys, we're taking the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Lip Butter. This is my favorite lip balm of all time. It is so big and thick, and it goes on and it smells amazing. And it just provides such a great hydration and moisturizer to your lips. I even use this every night when I go to bed because it's just smells amazing, and again, just really gives your lips, if they are dry, a really nice, I think, conditioning. Next up for primer, we are taking the Porefessional by Benefit. This is in their hydration primer, so it's a little bit more moisturizing than the original green one. I really like the original. I'm just using up this little one that I'm testing out. I do think this is a nice one, but I don't think I will be converting over to the hydration one. Although I do think it's good. I think I just like the green a little bit better, if I'm being completely honest. Although, like I said, I do like this. It's not a bad one. I just don't know if I need that extra moisturizer or not, and I do feel like the other one may do a little bit better at filling in pores and prepping your skin before you do foundation. For eye primer, we're going to take the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. As you guys know, this is like my favorite eye primer. I just think it does a really amazing job of giving you a nice canvas to work with. It clears out any discoloration, it covers it all up, and again, I think the most important part is it really makes your eyeshadows last so much longer, especially for people, you know, I know we're not exactly back at regular work hours and stuff, but maybe some people are. I'm still quarantining at home and working from home, but when I was working and you're working really long hours, this is just so great to help make your eyeshadows last better, especially if your eyeshadows aren't as high quality. This is going to really up your game. Next up guys, we are going to be taking this e.l.f. Hydration Camo Concealer. This is just in the shade Fair Warm. I have been loving this in place of my Too Faced concealer that I typically use. I just think this does a really great job, and it's very similar to the consistency of the Shape Tape concealer from Tarte. I do still love that one, but it is very expensive. We're just going to take my BH Cosmetics brush and we're just going to pat this into the skin and blend out that concealer to cover up any of those blemishes or under eye circles, just to give me a nice coverage. Alrighty guys, I just wet my beauty blender, and I really like this one because it's kind of a natural nude color, so you can't see that if there's any foundation on it. For the foundation tonight, we are going to be using the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory. I really do enjoy this. It's a medium coverage, very easy to use, something I've been using a lot this summer, and I really do like applying it with my beauty blender. I just go straight in, dab a little bit, and then start covering my face. And again, it's not going to be a full coverage, but you can build it up a little bit. I do think this matches my color really well, and I just like the finish. Again, it's just kind of like a natural medium type of finish on my skin. So I hope everybody has been doing well. I know, you know, it's right now I'm filming this. It is early August, and I know this won't go up for a couple of weeks, but I did take a couple of weeks off on this channel. Honestly, I just think it's been really hard to, I don't know, get motivated sometimes. I know like the world seems like it's always in chaos these days, and I hate that. Work has also been super busy, even though I am working remotely from home. We've had some big campaigns that we had to prepare for in August, and we've just really had to do a lot of revamping in order to like do what we do, but in a more virtual scale. So it's been a lot of readjusting and just getting everything together. So that's been a lot of work, and so I did take some time off to kind of focus on that, but I am back and doing more videos, again doing my unboxing, so lots of good stuff to come. And I really do enjoy going back into my makeup closet and just like picking out like old makeup that I haven't used, and doing new looks and just having fun. So if you guys have any special requests, let me know, but I'm going to be going back in and putting out a lot of my old palettes that maybe I haven't shown, and that's what we're doing tonight with the Marc Jacob ones. Before we get there though, let's go ahead and get ready with the powder. We are going to be doing the Too Faced. This is the Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Powder. It is a translucent pressed powder. So again, like there's no color here, it's just really basic. I'm gonna take another one of my fluffy brushes and then just go ahead and kind of pounce that on the skin. I do think that this powder works really well with that foundation. I think once you kind of get it on the skin, it looks very flawless, looks very, very smooth. And I really like that look. For eyebrows, we are going to be using my Benefit. This is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I really, really love it. This is in the shade 3, and it just does a great job of filling in my eyebrows. It's got a little like diamond tipped angle, so if you're not really good with your brows or you like to do them pretty quickly, you don't like to spend a ton of time on them, I find this like exactly what it says. It's goof proof, it's really easy to brush through, and again, it just fills in any areas of your brows that might be a little bit sparse. In addition to that, I like to use the GimMe Brow from Benefit. This is just a gel. It's also a bit of a filler, so it fills in some more of that of your brow to give you just kind of like a fuller, thicker brow. It also darkens it a little bit, so it's kind of like a 3-in-1, where it's gonna hold it with gel, it's gonna color it, and then it's also gonna leave some fibers in your eyebrow. So I feel like this is like a holy grail product. Benefit makes amazing eye products. If you have not checked them out, they have tons of shade ranges, so really kind of caters to everyone. Alrighty guys, so it is time to jump into this Marc Jacobs palette. I'm really excited because this is a lot of neutrals, a lot of like kind of peaches and pinks, so we are going to do a slightly peachy golden look tonight. I am first going to go in, let's see, I'm going to go in with this kind of like mauve-y gray shade here. This is called Covette, I believe. Covettes, yes. So it's just kind of a good transition shade. There is a little bit of like fallout when I dip into it. It does seem to be kicking up some powder, but that's okay. Again, that doesn't matter so much to me. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. As long as the pigment is good. I cannot remember if I really liked this eyeshadow palette or not. I remember hearing that Marc Jacobs has some really good eyeshadow pigment, and actually I do like that this is building up nicely as a transition shade, so the pigment still seems to be really good, so good quality there. This is my only Marc Jacobs eye palette that I own. I do not have that many. Next up, we're going to go into a shade called Fantasy. This is kind of like a light beigey pink here, very kind of like skin tone neutral, so I'm just going to take a really fluffy brush just to kind of, again, build up that outer corner and give this a little bit of dimension. I'm just playing tonight, so I really don't even know what we're going to kind of create. I'm just going to try to use as many colors as possible from this little palette because I've really wanted to dive more into it and just kind of see what it can do. There are some pretty golds and pinks in here, but this is building up really nicely. And again, just slowly building up that outer crease. Next up, I'm going to take this really kind of nice peachy, it seems like a matte with a slight shimmer. This is called On the Dance Floor. And I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and actually try to pick up a good amount of pigment and put that in the inner corner here. I typically stay away from peachy tones. This is definitely not was not very pigmented. Let me see if I can build it up. That's a little bit better. So I kind of want to do, again, kind of a little bit more of a colorful peachy kind of gold bronze tonight. So I'm going to try to pack that in just to get me some good pigment on that inner lid and kind of like halfway on the lid as well, just to give me some nice color, because I do want to make this more of a dramatic look, something a little bit different with that nice pop of peach. Next, I'm taking the shade called Meetya. This is a very nice like bronzy gold, and again I'm going to go back in with that flat shader brush with the other side and just pick this up. It seems a little bit flaky, but I think it's going to be a nice pigment, and I'm going to put that in the middle and then go out to the outer edge to do the other half of the lid, and we'll just kind of see what that looks like. I may take my finger just to kind of like intensify it, but I want to go ahead and just kind of place it where I want it first. Alright guys, I am going to go in. I got a little bit more on my finger. Again, that really intensifies it. If you're having trouble with any shimmer or glitter or pigmented shades, like shades that may not look as pigmented, you can go in and just kind of like pat that on your lid. It's definitely going to intensify that shade. So I love doing that. That really, really is a beautiful bronze. Next, guys, we're going to go in with this kind of brown red matte. This is called For More. And I'm just going to take kind of like a dense brush, and I'm going to start working that into the outer corner a little bit. Again, just to give us a little bit of like darker dimension on the outer V. And I'm just going to kind of pack that in, and then I'm going to take another brush to kind of like smooth it out, but I'm just going to pack it in with that dense brush first before I take another brush to do any smoothing. Alrighty, now that we've kind of like packed that in, we are going to take a fluffy brush and just start to diffuse that shade and kind of go upwards with it a little bit, just to give us a very nice transition. Just kind of get that into the crease a little bit. This is a nice brush because it kind of is like tipped, so it can get into the crease to do that shading for us. And just like we went in with the bronze shade, I am going to go in with my finger on that peachy shade, and I'm just going to put that again into the corner and kind of blend in a little bit so that it intensifies. And we've lost a little bit of the bronze, so I am just going to take again that tiny flat shader brush, and I'm just going to pop it right in the middle, just to again highlight that we do have a little bit of bronze there, and we lost it when we did a little bit of the blending on either side. But I'm just going to pop it in the middle. Kind of looks like Neapolitan ice cream in a way. Has those three distinct shades. Alright guys, so to finish off this eye look, we are going to take the last shade. This is kind of like a white cream. It's called Flesh. So we're just going to go in with a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. Has a nice little pigment there, and just top it off just to finish off that look, which I think looks, kind of brings any look together when you do a brow bone highlight. We are going to be taking the Sex Kitten liner from Tarte, and I am just going to fill in the top lash line. This just is a great pigmented liner. It dries really well, and it does not transfer once you have put it into place. Once we've got the liner on, we're going to go in with mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. It is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. And this just does a great job of not only lengthening and volumizing my lashes, but I just really like that it stays really well throughout the day. It does not flake off. Too Faced, I really have enjoyed a lot of the mascaras that they've come out with. I think they do a really good job. For lower lash line mascara, we're going to take the Mega Length from Wet n Wild. This is a great lower lash mascara because it's so thin. The wand just pulls down those little tiny lashes and gives you, again, some more definition with them and lengthens them. I don't find many wands to be this skinny and easy to get your lashes with, so it's a really unique mascara, and it's super cheap and affordable at the drugstore. Alrighty guys, so next up we are taking this little butter bronzer palette. This is in the medium deep shade, and I'm not really sure why I bought it, but I think it's still gonna work. This is the bronzer in deep medium. Again, I normally get the regular one, and you can buy these individually, but we're gonna go ahead and just try it. I don't think it's like too dark for me. Honestly, I think like these are very similar It's just slightly darker than their light bronzer. But I highly recommend the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It smells amazing, by the way. Like, if I did not mention it, it smells like coconut and Cabana. Like, just amazing, like tropical. You guys know I love the tropical scents. It is just fabulous. And again, it gives me a nice little bronzed look there. For the blush, we are going to take the Vintage Rose. I think this is a really pretty, again, very pink. It looks like a matte. There's no shimmer here, so I'm just going to pop that on the cheeks. I don't really remember if I liked their blushes or not. It's been a while since I've used this palette. I do feel like you do have to kind of build it up a little bit, but it's really pretty. I do feel like it's very natural. So if you're looking for a very natural matte pink blush, this is definitely a very pretty one. And then for the highlighter, we're going to take this white one. It's called Full Moon, and it has a bit of a gold sheen to it, which you guys know I like. So we're going to just put that right on top of my cheeks. Very intense gold, actually, if you can look at it. Yeah, it goes on super, super strong, and that's okay. We'll have just a nice intense highlighter for tonight. Alrighty guys, and then to wrap up this look, we just need to do lipstick. So let's do this Tarte. This is in the shade Cabana Boy, and it's just a very mauvey pink toned lipstick. I love it. I have it in the full size as well as this miniature size. And it is such a creamy lipstick. You have to be careful not to break the bullet because that can happen. It is very gentle, but the shade is beautiful. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I really do like how it came out. It's a little bit more of a pop of color for me where I don't really do color, but I really like the brown and the little bronze, and then the lipstick just really tied it together. That is such a pretty shade. Very, very creamy formula from Tarte. The Physicians Formula Butter collection, you can buy these individually. I think they sometimes do come out in kits. This is a darker one. They have a lighter one, but to be honest, both of them are really for lighter skin tones because these are not dark at all. I do like these. I think they're fun. I just don't typically use things in boxes or big palettes, so that one hasn't come out and been used in my collection a lot, but the quality is there. I feel like it's very nice. It's very soft. The highlighter is actually pretty stark. And then for the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow, I actually really do think it's very beautiful. This is a very more neutral palette, but it does have that pop of peach, so you can make it a little bit more colorful. Like today, I normally wouldn't go this colorful. I would normally take more of the like neutral tones and probably just the bronzy look and go for a more brown bronze, but I did a little peach tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love just playing with makeup and trying something new. So if you want to subscribe to get more videos where I do get ready with me's and unboxings, just click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!